so hilarious how much these people are willing to go to make $1.
Get your name and where you're from, if you don't mind.
I'm Kai.
Kai, can I get spelling for you?
Straight out of Dogtown, K-A-I.
Hola, Chula. Well, thank you so much for clicking on to this video. I basically just wanted to come on here and like give a story or just kind of initiate a conversation maybe about why specifically myself. Why am I anti-MLM? What's the reason behind it? What's the tea? And I'm here to give that to you today. I was like 13 and my mom I was 13 years old and I had just found out that I had scoliosis. Which, if you don't know, I'll put a picture. It's not good. So yeah, I just found out that I had scoliosis, which whatever, it's not really that life-changing, and I just felt like, oh my god, it's another weird thing about me, and it's not. At the time, it felt like the end of the world. It was like, oh my gosh, there's something else that I have to worry about, that my spine isn't straight, like, I can't even, so the kind of scoliosis that I had, like, it just wasn't necessary. Obviously my insurance isn't gonna cover that, and my mom's like, we're not doing that.
We have scoliosis surgery at home.
My mom had a friend who was a Doterra lady, and my mom's friend was like, your daughter has scoliosis, I have an essential oil for that. Bless my mother's heart. I don't know how much money she spent on these essential oils that she thought were gonna realign my spine. Let me tell you that they did not. I still have scoliosis. My spine is still fucked up. But she tried, and that's what I can appreciate, right? But I just feel so bad. My mom got swindled. This lady literally told her that, an essential oil, like all she would have to do is just rub it all over my back, like every night before I went to bed. And supposedly someone's not happy. And so yeah, so she would just like rub this oil on my back like every night before I went to bed. And she would like look, she'd be like, I think it's getting better. I'm like, it's really not. But yeah, all I can say is that she tried, and so I just think that's pretty, no harm obviously was done to me. Like, I didn't have an allergic reaction to any of these oils or whatever. But I think it literally just says volumes about these people pushing these products, that they're pretty much willing to say anything. Probably 50-50, like half of them really believed that, like that lady might have really believed that this essential oil was supposed to correct my scoliosis. And I don't know, I've heard some really shady things about these, like, oil ladies. I don't know, because they have an oil for everything, right? Like, I remember my mom would have me take oil for, like, being sad or for being, like, sweaty. Like, I remember wearing an essential oil instead of using deodorant for a while. It's not for me. The thing is that essential oils in and of themselves are fine, you know? Like, I think that they smell good, and I think that there are some smells that are like stress relieving and like anxiety calming, so I'm not gonna hate like an aromatherapy. I mean, that's pretty legitimate, but I've seen videos of people like using them to cook with and drinking them, like putting a lemon essential oil in their water and drinking it like it's lemon water, and I'm like, how could you be so stupid? Some random oil in your fucking body. You're not supposed to ingest them. Did you know that? You're not supposed to ingest them. Like, not at all. I mean, there are some essential oils that are food grade quality, and those are fine, and I guess you could use them however you need to, but the stuff that the Young Living people and the people at Doterra are giving to you, those are not food grade quality. The essential oils that you'd get like at a fucking natural grocers, I don't think most of those were probably not food grade quality, but I could be wrong. I'll put some information again in my description so you know what I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure that they found that after, you know, an extended period of time of ingesting these oils, they actually start to erode the lining in your stomach. So, no, and my mom still uses them. They're not like, and like I said, I don't think that they're bad. I mean, her house smells banging. But it's just, I think it's really dangerous that some of these people are using them as some sort of like alternative medicine, like instead of going to like an actual doctor and getting like actual medicine. And I think that specifically this world sort of ends up colliding a lot of times with like anti-vaxxers, which is a whole other video in and of itself. Why I disagree with anti-vaxxers and why a lot of them tend to also be in MLMs. Like a lot of these anti-vax moms and Karens all seem to really love their young living. I watched this video from Illuminati, which if you don't watch Illuminati, you literally, what are you doing? It's top tier content. Anyway, so my girl Illuminati, she was talking, she has like so many series about all of these different MLM companies. And she's done a few on the essential oils, and then she also did like this whole series on anti-vax stuff, which I just can't, I don't know, it's not something that I really want to get into right now, but let's just say that you could really, there's definitely a discussion to be had there, and I'm willing to have that discussion, so. Yeah, so there's apparently a lot of, well, within the culture of essential oils, so like these people who are, let's just call them oil ladies. So like these oil ladies a lot of the time like will go after mothers of autistic children or like children that are, you know, on the autistic spectrum. They will tell these mothers, these vulnerable mothers who have, you know, children that are, you know, a little bit more difficult than others, and they're desperate to find a cure for this incurable condition. And this woman with so many oils tells you that if you just rub this one and mix this one and this one and this one and just a splash of bergamot, and I'm gonna cure your kid's autism. That's disgusting. Because, okay. If you want to have your, you know, like pure romance parties and Tupperware and Mary Kate, you know what? That's fine. And it's not fine, but it's fine. Fine. But I feel like when you're almost you're crossing such a boundary with these like essential oil ladies, because they're a lot of the time they're like preaching this stuff as like a cure-all thing. Like they don't, like there's not anything that they don't have an oil for. And I just think that that mentality is very dangerous, especially when there are people out there who are actively rejecting modern medicine by not vaccinating their children or taking them to the doctors when they're sick. Like, and I don't, like, okay, like I don't have kids, so I don't know, and I can't like really judge anyone's parenting, but at the same time, like, I just, people live longer now for a reason. The reason is science. It doesn't make any sense to me that there are people out there who would refuse any opportunity to save their child's life. And I don't know, there's just a lot that goes into the essential oil stuff, and I just think, like, again, like there's MLMs that just do like the weight loss shakes and hair care and makeup and all that sort of stuff, and that is still dangerous, and that's still predatory. The more people that they have underneath them, the more, you know, the more money they're gonna make. Like, the more people they can take advantage of, basically, the better off they are. But then there are these MLMs, I feel like Young Living and Doterra especially, where they have like the shadiest of shady histories, like they've been in lawsuits and their people have died in their warehouses. Like, okay, so seriously, I mean, I could do like a whole in-depth video for you if you really want to get real, and like I said, I'm willing to do that, but I'm just gonna link all this stuff down below. These different companies are involved in so much, like, just like filth and greed and like corruption, and then they have all of their reps peddling this stuff as it's a cure for the Rona. which they got in big trouble for that. They got in big trouble for saying that they could help like prevent, they had oils that would protect or boost your immune system to protect against the Rona, which oh my god. And then they're like, oh, this cures cancer, or oh, this cures depression, or oh, this cures scoliosis. Like, it's just so hilarious how much these people are willing to go to make $1. Like, I can't even say that I respect the hustle, because when you're like actively lying and manipulating people like that just to like push your stupid, way overpriced products, I don't know, I can't feel bad for you, man. Alright, well, thank you so much for, again, watching this video. If you liked it, then please give it a like, and if you like me, then you can subscribe. And of course, I do apologize, this video wasn't like super well researched, because I just really more wanted to come on here and rant a little and tell you guys the story. So thank you so much again, and I hope you have a very wonderful rest of your day.